Morning.
Good morning.
What you doing?
On my first cup of coffee. You?
Coffee.
Mine's cappuccino.
Well, mine's a little fuck up, but it's okay. I like it like that.
Hey, sometimes that's the best kind.
Because you know what it says? Jesus and coffee. I got Jesus and Gypsy right beside
I gotta
me.
drink decaf.
Not me. Fuck that. I gotta keep that pacemaker pumping.
I like decaf.
I like that necklace. That's beautiful.
Agreed. So I wanted to tell you something why I'm so happy right now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're happy at 7:03 in the morning.
Well, I have a reason to be, I believe.
Good.
I'm getting closer and closer every day to getting my car back.
Awesome.
Which means I can get from point A to point B without relying on anybody.
Can I show your face?
That saves me from...
Can I show your face?
Can you see me? I'm sorry. I don't have good lighting in my
I
apartment
can see you, but can I show your face to the world?
Yeah, that's okay, as long as I respect it.
60 days later, this is my beautiful daughter, alive and well. Yeah, look at that. Rebound. I love you.
Thank you, Mom. So, I want to get to where I was blessed today, okay?
Yes, please.
Because I'm going to put it in my blessing jar that you got for me.
Awesome.
I found that too. So, I had $100 and I went to put it into my banking account so that I could pay for my car key. And I was told earlier that I was blessed, earlier that day. And I kept in the back of my mind how you told me that you had been blessed. And I just kind of shrugged it off. I wasn't rude about it, but I just didn't think much of it.
Right.
Well, I get to the bank, I deposit the $100, and once I got my receipt, it told me I had $2,000 and something in there. Can you believe it? Can you believe that?
That's awesome.
Like, for
That's
real.
awesome.
He wasn't lying. I was blessed. I was so happy.
I told you, when you do good, you receive good. When you think positive,
can I show you something?
Positive happens.
I had just got done writing out my finances. You know how I write out my finances?
Yeah.
About, like, what I'm going to do with my money?
Right.
Well, I had just got done writing them out and realized I was down to my last dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And it was okay because everything went to bills. It went to the things that I needed to pay for, like household items and hygiene products. And, you know, I did owe a couple people who had lent me money in the process. Like, I owed somebody $50. I paid them back, you know. And I helped pay for the U-Haul that got my things to me because I was thankful and wanted to show that I was thankful. We won't go there with that, but I was thankful. I did the right thing, what was on my heart, what I thought was right.
That's all that matters.
Once my money was
do what you feel is right.
Right, that was on my heart though, Mom. I felt like maybe I should look out too, and you know, he was decent enough to do it, and I said, you know what? He even lent me $50 when I didn't have anything. So I said, okay, I'm gonna pay him back, and I paid him back, and I gave him $50 towards the U-Haul. And that was on my heart. And as soon as I got down to my last dollar, went to pay for my car key, I had $2,000 in there. I couldn't fucking believe it.
I was just in the bathroom. No, I wasn't going to the bathroom, but I was washing, the dishes and stuff in the sink.
Yeah.
And, you know what came to mind? Just snapped right into my head. Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I shall die before I wake, feed the kitty my milk and the doggy my steak. You know, that's the prayer.
Yeah.
That prayer I came up with. I created that prayer.
I know
for my
did.
family.
I want to teach that to Jacoby. I want him to know that prayer.
For my family. I'm the one that created that. And it goes back to
because you're very creative. Remember what I said about a Proverbs a day?
But remember what I told you about that number 11. Grandma was a healer witch, noble healer witch from England. And when I started out with 16 cents the other day, I paid 5 cents for a paper bag. They gave me 2 because I was walking.
That's really awesome.
Okay?
See,
so I had 11 cents left.
Life, and that's how it comes.
I had 11 cents left. I couldn't get anybody to come over here to look at my vehicle for nothing. I couldn't get anybody to come over here and let me borrow a crock pot for nothing to help the community. But you know what happened? I prayed before I went to sleep, night before last.
Yeah.
And I was really kind of down and grumpy and wanting everybody to know from A to Z about Joel Cummings and everything. But I put that aside when I woke up yesterday morning, even though it was on my mind. And I just have this thing lately where I'm really angry about perverts and pedophiles. Okay, so when I go to
Yeah.
bed like that, I gotta pray, just for everything to have a great day the next day. Well, anyways, knowing that I was down and out and nobody wanted to do anything, and I've been very cordial to these people everywhere. Okay, but there was
Yeah.
also another couple that are going through the same thing. And when I spoke to them again yesterday and they spoke back and we exchanged information and we hung out all day yesterday. And that was a
That's
blessing because I was able to help them and they were able to help me. My car wasn't running and they needed a ride. He's a mechanic and he fixed my car and we went for a ride and we all got done what we needed to get done. And we had an awesome day. And then we ended it with, she's so much like my daughter. She brought over a homemade smoothie for me. She needed a blender. We went to the store. She bought a blender. And in return, she reminded me of my daughter. She brought to me my door a nice homemade smoothie. That was fucking awesome.
You want to know how I told you I needed a friend that was a girl?
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. But you know how I wanted a friend that's a girl that I can hang out with?
Yeah.
Well, I have a neighbor, and she's a girl, obviously, as I'm saying, and she gave me an air fryer.
Awesome.
She's your age, but you know she really likes me, and I like her. She's really nice.
Well, and ditto, this girl's your age. And she's right
She
next
told
door to
me-
me.
She's like, honey, she said, I feel like I should take you under my wing because you're younger than me, and she's like, I just want you to know that, like, I don't, so that made me feel good, and she told me that she thinks that I'm doing a great job with my apartment if I ever need help with moving stuff around or, whatever. She likes to decorate, she said, and, she brought me an air fryer. I've had her over for coffee a couple times, and, I don't know, she's really cool. She kind of reminds me of Ariel a little bit.
That's awesome. I see your hair
Yeah.
down, not to change the subject, so and let everybody
good.
know. That's 60 days later, and everybody wanting to say that my daughter is such a wrecking involuntary blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, you know what? Can I tell you something really funny about that?
Yeah, now that I see the smile on your
get this
face.
shit. So they can go ahead and say that all they want to. They can drop those charges because I already fucking did my time. I got papers of completion of probation and for completion of community service. I have that paperwork that I already completed my shit for that.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't mean to be rude and cuss. I'm not trying to
No,
cuss or
you're
anything, but
fine. You speak how it is.
I just look at it as shit, But anyway, so I did everything I was supposed to for all that already. So they can't double charge me. And for two, even if they, what my lawyer straight up had to ask one of the witnesses, that was a cop herself. She said, she said, objection. How do you know what is going on in my client's mind? Can you tell me that?
Laura Wilton finally stepped up to
Yeah.
the plate. Maybe your
She
mother's
knows
getting
she
in her
objected.
head.
She objected like 50,000 times. All she did was objection, objection, objection. And she told me she was surprised that the judge
Behind the
granted
scenes,
so many
bitch.
Objection.
Mm-hmm. Good. And I'm going to keep on feeding you the information and you keep on her ass about it.
And you know what else? she
Because it's
said?
making her, listen,
Well, you know
it's
what?
actually making
No,
her a
no,
better attorney.
They can go ahead and plead me as insanity or whatever they want to, right? Okay, whatever. Drop my charges. But then guess what? You're going to have to prove your fucking sanity at the end after telling how you fucking read my mind and what was on it.
That's
I
right.
want you to fucking tell me in a safe
And
way what was on my mind and how you knew it, and tell me that you're fucking sane and how you're sane, bitch.
right, exactly. See, they don't know that they're on trial.
Punching me.
They are on
So that's how
trial.
I feel.
Woohoo! Yeah.
I was proud of her that day.
That's, I keep on emailing her. I keep on emailing the judge in the court, and I'm going to continue to email them, and I'm going to continue to file charges against them until somebody fucking listens.
Yeah, well, she accepted like 50 pictures. I sent her like 50 photos of me and Jacoby.
Yep.
Like, where he's always smiling, he's always engaged with me, Like, you can't force or fake a smile on a baby of that age. You can't do it.
No. And did you see some of the... Listen, I sent you some YouTube videos that, have millions of views on babies that are at 3 months old talking. Okay? You got to look that shit up because they're trying to say that, oh, you're crazy and all that shit because you said your son said some words to you. Fuck all that bullshit. You pulled that shit up.
When he first said his first word, he looked at me at 3 months old and said, Mama. Remember, I wrote it down.
Yeah, and Kevin said that he doesn't think that he knows what he's saying. Bull fucking shit.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Look at those pictures from the day that baby was in your arms in the store, okay, when he was just a couple days old. Look at him. Woo! Mother to son, that was Bond. And these haters that are jealous and all the fucking lies. You know, I found that report that I wrote the day before they came and arrested you and took Jacoby. I found the report that I wrote against Linda requesting a harassment and restraining order. And it was denied. But I have everything. And that's why, look, all of the videos that I had on my Google account disappeared the other night.
Oh, shit.
Not just my YouTube. Listen, not just my YouTube, but the videos from when I reported the abuse, that when they were abusing you in Rutland Regional Medical Center, and I reported that.
Yeah.
The abuse itself on July 17th, when I reported that and they cut conversation between you and I, that was deleted. The conversation that I had with the cop that called you from Orlando a couple weeks ago and asked you to close the charges for sex trafficking, that's deleted. Anything to do with your disappearance and everything is deleted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you being the victim and the survivor now, you have to take that into your own hands because they deleted your evidence. That's a major fucking crime, Bree.
Yeah, but the good thing is you got me home safe.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is when it comes down to it, if you need something, that's what you know, is that it got deleted. But I still have proof in fact in writing. Okay?
Well, just the flyers themselves are enough to prove that, you fucking fought for me.
And I'm going to continue. I'm not going to give up. How many times do we have to continue to ask about that no contact, that frivolous no contact order? How many times? That's why. That's why it's in place. Phone disconnect.